What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and today we got the OnePlus 13 on deck, and it's been almost a week. It's been about 6 days, but we're gonna call it a week with the OnePlus 13. I gotta share with y'all my early thoughts and feelings about this device. I've been utilizing this device. I've been making sure I get this device up to date, and I just want to give y'all a little taste of my feelings. Now, first and foremost, guys, the OnePlus as a brand has been trying to really get into the United States and become one of the top 3 or the top 4 in the United States for a while. They used to be in carriers. Right now, this device, I've seen it in Best Buy. You can buy it unlocked, but not on carriers. So this is a device with really import roots, and those imported roots make this device unique and powerful, because it is some features, like my favorite features and favorite things about this device that it has as features, because it's an import and these features are the norm in other countries. So I hope this device starting to catch on in the United States, influence the big 3 like Samsung, Google, and Apple when it comes to a few things. But first and foremost, I just want to get into the 2 features that I really like, and I think it just comes from import roots. Is, first of all, we got 80 watts of fast charging, SuperV fast charging on this device. That's super convenient. This device already has a 6,000 milliamp battery. I haven't done an outright battery test, but it lasts. I'm not worried about the battery. I noticed it seemed like it lasts really long, but I don't have the specs or the numbers to put with that right now. But as soon as the device does die, 80 watts of SuperV charging, charge this device from 0 in under 40 minutes. So that's clutch. That's very clutch, guys. I know I'm the type of guy that I like my device to last all day long, and I put on the charger at night. But just in case you missed that, you didn't put it on the charger that night, or you used it all day and you have to go somewhere during the night, just that being able to charge that fast and be ready that fast is definitely something very clutch about this device. Now, another thing that I love about this device that was on some devices that, you know, are on sale in the United States like Samsung, and that's the IR blaster, guys. The IR blaster is the sensor in the top of the device. You see we got a sensor up here in the middle, and that sensor lets this device work as a remote. So all the TVs in the house, TV in the hospital, TV at the bar, TV at somebody else's house, I can have control of with ease. I can program this remote with, well, this phone that also works as remote to a TV. And I mean, that's super convenient and super clutch. And that's one thing that I'm just happy to have back on a smartphone in 2025. I just wanted to shout out those 2 features because they made this device unique among the brands that are normally sold or normally bought in the United States. But now let's get to some of the regular categories that we always talk about, like build. Okay, so let's just talk about the build. I was a little confused on what color to buy and what material I wanted. They had the ocean blue, they had the Arctic white, and the ocean blue was vegan leather. But some told me to stick with the black Eclipse, and I'm not mad at all, guys. I love the back. The back has a certain different type of texture to it. Doesn't pick up fingerprints. Looks really good aesthetically on camera. As you can see, just looks really good. Has like a marble finish to it. It is a little slick, but I mean, just as far as the black and how it matches in with the camera bump. Now this stovetop camera bump, that's what I'm going to call it, the stovetop. At first, on older devices, when it was square, I really didn't like it, and I still kind of didn't like it on my OnePlus 11. But it has grew on me, and this is OnePlus's design language for this device. And I feel like they really gave us a mature looking device with the Hasselblad H. It just is a good looking Android phone. It's supposed to be unique. No, the Android devices should be looking the same. I like the fact that it's unique. I like the materials. The design on the back of the OnePlus 13 has grown on me. Then we take it to the sides, guys, and I really like these sides. What I like about these sides is this is a rounded device. The corners Each edge is rounded. It's not an edge like a S24 Ultra, but at the same time, you got flat sides with a small curve. So this is a very comfortable device in hand, and the black aluminum always looks great. It doesn't look smudged up, doesn't hold fingerprints, it's not shiny or tacky looking. It just looks like some black brushed aluminum, and I think it looks really good, and it makes for a great experience in holding the device in hand, and the device is pretty slim also. So I do like to add a case for a little bit better grip, but at the same time, I think caseless, this is a great looking Android device. So as far as the display on this device, guys, I think this display looks amazing. It's different settings that you can change this display. You can change it to be more natural or more vibrant. I like a more vibrant display. Once I change those settings, they look amazing. Out the box, you definitely gonna want to turn up the resolution on the display because it's turned down. And also you want to change your refresh rate. You pay for a flagship device, so you want the fast refresh rate and the high resolution screen. That's just how I am, and that's just how I think y'all should be if you pay top dollar for a device like this. Now, my last few devices have had flat displays, and this device got a slight curve around the edge, and I'm not mad at that. That's something different. I got, I done had flat display, flat display, flat display. So this device having a little curve is something that I thought was pretty cool. Only thing about curved displays, guys, is on the accessories market, it throws off the screen protectors, especially if you want a tempered glass screen protector. Now, as far as the performance on the OnePlus 13 Go, this device has the new Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is a performance processor. This is a powerful phone, guys. It's nothing that I did on this phone that make it stutter, that make it warm or anything. Like I said already, elite battery life, 6,000 milliamp battery with 80 watts of fast charging in the box is crazy. But just as far as using this device, it's snappy. Everything performs. It's really fun. You can really tell the difference when you got the screen on high refresh rate when you gaming. And I mean, gaming is a ball on this thing. You can just tell how powerful and the ease that this device does when it comes to gaming. This device, just every game I played so far, I only played a few. My favorite is Call of Duty, and I mean, it tackles that game with ease. You just know the device is not even breaking a sweat yet. So there's so many more things that I'm going to be trying on this device as far as performance go. This is one of the devices that you pick up when you want a device that's going to perform, when you want to play the intense games or you want to do intense tasks on a smartphone. Snapdragon 8 Elite is not to be played with at all, and it's just one of the reasons that you pick up a OnePlus 13. Now, as far as the camera system go, the jury is still out for me. Like, I still have to take more pictures and do more things. I've played with some of the settings and some of the things that you can do on this camera system. This camera system offers a lot of software changes and some Hasselblad tuning and things of that nature. When it comes to cameras, I'm more of a hardware guy. Now, this device has a triple sensor setup. Now, we got a 50 megapixel periscope telephoto, 50 megapixel wide, and a 50 megapixel ultra wide. You can definitely get some decent point and shoot photos out of this device. But as far as compared to some of the big dogs out here, this camera, I just need more time to see exactly what I can get out of it, especially on the video side. But I mean, it's a cool little camera right now for point and shoot pics for sure. And if you like all that software stuff, and if you like to put filters and different things on your photos, it's got some cool stuff built in natively to this camera system. But I just have to see how this camera system holds up. But right now, as far as the OnePlus 13 go, guys, a week into this device, I'm gonna say it's definitely a performer. It's definitely a battery life phone. Oxygen OS is pretty cool. It's got a lot of little customizations to it, a lot of little tweaks that you can do to make your phone look unique and different. If you into customizing your phone, but you're not into downloading different launches and things of that nature, Oxygen OS offers a lot of little in-house customization stuff that's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. And it's a very snappy OS. I feel like, you know, when you got like a Pixel, you got more of a smooth, fluid feel. This device is just like snapping all the time, snappy. Everything's popping up, everything's quick. Is no delay. So if you like that type of feel, this definitely might be something that you want to try out. But these are just my early first impressions. Like I said, we got to get into the camera. We got to do the battery life test. We got to really do a real gaming video. But so far, guys, this device is just proof. Like, I know what it is, you know, to a degree. After using so many phones and buying so many phones and just putting so many phones to use, you can kind of see where this device is definitely a performer. Like, that can't be taken away from this device. That is definitely there, the performance. As far battery life and charging, that is there on this device. And there's a couple of little things that we just got to stand by on. But it's your boy BG Tech Life. If you watch this video, make sure you like. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. It's your boy BG. I'm out. Peace.